Hello, legends, anywhere, anytime. This is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com, just some dude who likes to play video games. And here we are back again for another part, which is 124, Fire Emblem Three Houses Blue Lion. So, like I've continuously said, we just have one heck of a lot of supports to do. But let's go and continue on and finish off Annette, go to Ingrid, and then just move down the list as much as possible here. So I could do Annette's S, but no reason to, and then of course Dimitri's still in that limbo. So we'll have a bunch of Annette C supports with Linhardt, Caspar, and Hilda.
I guess taking them all up in one go is a bad idea.
Books or sweets?
Annette, are you okay with all those boxes?
Boxes of books.
Linhardt! Hi, I'm so glad you're here. I don't know if I'll be able to handle all these. I thought I may as well get it over with, so I decided to carry them all at once. Big mistake.
Should have asked for help in the beginning.
Smart thinking. Do it all at once. That's what they say, right? Work smart, not hard. I think you've got it from here, so I'm off to take a nap. Good luck.
Dude, should at least offer to help.
But maybe you could help. Nope, gone. It's fine. It is fine. Just a little further to my quarters. I've got this. I'll just...
Linhardt had to be a bit of a dick there.
Huh? They didn't fall.
That was almost pretty bad.
Oh, good time, and he managed to catch her.
Linhardt, I thought you had an important nap to get to.
I'd call it insomnia, but I suppose it was really just a guilty conscience. I came to see if you needed help.
Well, at least he came back before something terrible happened, like falling down the stairs and getting crushed by a pile of boxes.
And sure enough, here you are, about to tip all the boxes on the floor.
Thanks. Though it may have been best if you had just chipped in from the start.
Huh? But it was your job. Why would I step in? You clearly had things handled.
Then why help me at all?
If the boxes had fallen just now, everyone would have had to help tidy them up anyway.
Wow.
If anything broke, more boxes would need to be carried. And if all of that came to pass, then there'd be noise and no chance of my taking a nap.
Well, he has really good priorities there, but he's right. The boxes fall, they break, you have to get new ones, you have to pick everything up, you have to carry them again. He stops that, it's just one trip, he helps, he can get his nap done.
Huh. But if you had helped me from the start, there would have been no danger of anything being dropped at all.
Correct. But there was no danger yet, and so there was no need for my help. So I left you to it. Try carrying one box at a time instead of straining to do it all at once. Work smart, not hard, as they say.
Yep. Or at least have a special thing to help you carry them all at once.
All right, well, I think you've got it from here, so I'm off. Good luck.
After all that, he's not gonna help me.
That's Linhardt for ya. Just wanted to sleep all the time. Okay. So now let's do Caspar and then Hilda.
That was my worst mistake yet. Why am I so clumsy all the time? The women laughed and forgave me, but... Oh, how am I supposed to face them now?
Hey there, Annette. What's with the sour face? Everything okay?
Now let's see what Caspar has to say.
I don't think I've ever seen you look so miserable.
Don't tease me like that, Caspar. Can't you see I'm down?
Sorry. You know I didn't mean it. Did something happen?
We're about to find out.
You don't have to share if you don't want to, but I think talking it out might help.
You might be right about that. Are you sure you don't mind?
That's actually some good advice there.
Not at all.
Well, today they were short on staff in the dining hall, so I offered to help out, but I sort of messed up. Big.
Oh no. What happened?
All the plates in the kitchen went flying through the air, and the pots started giving off this weird blue steam.
Okay, Annette, you are hereby banned from the kitchen.
Wow, sounds more like art than cooking to me.
The people in the dining hall saw the chaos and started panicking, and then soldiers came running. Finally, Catherine appeared and shut everyone up with a slash of thunderbrand.
Wow.
All I was trying to do was help out. But in the end, I just ended up making more work for everyone. I'm awful like that.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. Accidents happen. It's not like you were trying to make a mess.
I know. The women at the dining hall laughed and forgave me. But
It probably was kind of funny for them.
Was anyone hurt?
well, no, but
Well, there you go. No need to dwell on it and keep moping around. You had a bad day, but I'm sure you'll do better tomorrow.
you know what? You're right. I guess all I can do is try harder next time.
Or ask for help for them to properly teach you.
Thanks, Caspar.
Teach you, yeah.
That really did help me feel better. I can't keep moping around. I've got to work on my cooking skills.
With supervision.
And I can count on you to be my taste tester, right? Right.
Caspar, we hardly knew you, and thank you for being the sacrifice.
Sure. Just as long as you're not making any new art projects.
Yeah. So, almost nice. Got through 3 of them in almost 10 minutes here.
Hilda, I'm coming in. Hey, Annette. Don't mind the mess.
Laziness, so the room is a mess.
Oh, wow. It really is messy. I'm not sure there's even enough room to breathe. I haven't been tidying lately. I start to procrastinate when I'm busy.
When you just want to rest, relax, and be lazy.
Oh. Hey, how about I clean up for you?
Hilda, please don't do it, or at least help.
Really? That would be amazing. So are you good at cleaning? I love it. Actually, the messier a room is, the more determined I get to conquer the crud.
Annette the maid.
Works for me. I'll leave you to it. Don't want to get in your way. Great. See you later.
And Hilda suckered someone else to do her job for her. What happened now?
Annette? Oh no, my face. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. I'll clean it up right. Ah! Not again.
They need to show a picture of what happens.
There was a big bug. So big. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Annette, do something. Wait, not magic. I don't want you to burn my room down. I'm so terribly sorry, Hilda. I wanted to clean up for you, but I basically did the opposite. No kidding. I guess it was my fault for getting you to clean up my mess.
I love this. Every time Hilda's getting certain people to help do her job or do what she's supposed to do, it's backfiring and they're making a bigger mess.
At any rate, you've made such a mess of my mess. Now I feel motivated to clean my own room. So that's kind of a positive outcome.
So there's 2 negatives making a positive.
I guess that's one way to think of it. You know, I really do admire your can-do attitude. Although it might be, too much. You don't want to overextend yourself. For one thing, you'll tire yourself out. Based on what I just saw, you might even get hurt. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I've been like this my whole life.
Hopefully you get better.
I've never wanted to let anyone down. My parents, my uncle. So I always try to give it my all. And it's taken me this far at least. I guess so. But going all out to please others, never thinking of yourself, that's no way to live.
It's amazing that Hilda actually has moments of very good advice. And we're done, so let's check Ingrid. Oh, just have to do hers in Seteth. Now what's going on
Is
here?
something troubling you, Ingrid?
Oh, Seteth. You seem to have caught me when I thought nobody was around.
Perhaps I can help, if you would like to share.
I wouldn't want to bother you with my trivialities.
Sharing a burden is a burden lessened.
I will not pry, of course. But if you keep it to yourself, no one will be able to help you.
Yeah, I've been finding Seteth as being quite a great mentor from what I'm finally seeing with supports.
That's true. It's regarding my father.
Count Galatea. I have met him once or twice.
Well, you have likely heard that House Galatea's financial situation is precarious.
As we've heard before.
Many regions of Fargus are harsh and infertile, but our lands are especially so.
Maybe if you have mountains, you might want to look at mining.
There were several years of fruitless harvests. It nearly ruined us. We could barely feed our troops. Then I was born bearing a crest, after generations bore none. Suddenly my family hung its future on me.
Quite the burden.
My father had hopes that with my crest, I'd be married into a noble family, and that House Galatea's financial troubles would be a thing of the past.
Ah, I see. And the other house would benefit from the addition of your crest-bearing blood.
But just like everything, it really has a chance to skip generations and all that.
It seems to me you have suffered much for the misfortune of being born with a crest.
I beg your pardon?
I know crests are highly valued, but they are also a burden. My feelings are mixed.
You truly think so? But you're so devoted to the goddess. I'm surprised to hear you say such a thing.
There's some stuff we'll find out later on, and makes Seteth a big expert on the subject of crests, just like Rhea.
Perhaps one day I will expound upon my opinion of crests in greater detail with you. For now, let it suffice to say that whether or not you bear one is secondary to your identity. You are a person, first and foremost. And you should be permitted to grow as a person, crest or not.
Yep.
I agree. Thank you for listening.
He definitely helped Ingrid a bit there.
If you ever wish to discuss this again, consider me available whenever you please.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, the characters in this are just amazing. Let's see. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more Seteth supports to go. And Linhardt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Caspar. 1, 2, 3. Wow. You know what? We'll go finish Dorothea with Linhardt, Caspar, and Manuela.
My head is pounding. You'd think I'd get used to this. Oh.
You need to stop drinking so much.
Manuela? Oh my goodness, you look terrible. Don't get up, I'll get you some water.
Good idea for a hangover. It's usually caused by dehydration, so make sure you get a lot of water.
I should fluff up those pillows for you. It will make you more comfortable.
I'm completely hopeless.
Can't get a date, can't get a man, and just drinking her troubles away.
I was so proud of being the reason you came to Garrick Mock. Dorothea wanted to follow in my footsteps. How great is that? I thought I'd use that as an inspiration to straighten myself out. Be less of a, less of a disgrace. But here I am, right in front of you, dealing with the worst hangover I've had in weeks.
You thought you'd hide this from me?
Wait, you mean you knew?
Even when you were still with the opera company, you had quite the reputation.
Wow.
There was a joke that you could outdrink a fish and the sailor who caught it.
Okay, now that's a pretty good joke, because sailors can really drink.
Dorothea, my brain's pounding as it is. Please, stop.
Nope, you're suffering from your hangover.
It's all true, but I can't handle hearing it from you, the girl I thought I had inspired to greatness. I can't believe I tried so hard to be a good example for you when you knew all along. I should leap into the ocean and drown.
Yikes, going too far there.
Don't say that. You've not lost a bit of respect from me. Not one bit. Everyone has their faults, and some have more than others, but you were the finest songstress the opera had ever seen. And you've taught me well. What I mean to say is, you're my inspiration. I really do admire you.
Thank you, Dorothea. That means a lot.
Yep. Good, that's done. So now let's do Caspar.
Oh, Caspar, just who I was hoping to see. I have a tiny little request if you have time to help me.
I'm always happy to help. What can I do for you?
Stop, it's a trap.
That is exactly what I was hoping to hear. Would you mind coming along to my room?
I'm pretty sure I'm right about that.
Your room. Okay. This isn't what I had in mind.
Caspar, you had to fall for it.
Come on, a big, strong guy like you. This is easy. Lift up the cabinet, please. I need to dust behind it.
Yep.
There's still more to do. Why do you care so much about keeping this place clean? It's just a dorm room.
Leaving this place a mess wouldn't be fair to the next person who's assigned here. In fact, I think once we're done with this room, we should clean up your room as well.
Caspar, you had to dig your hole deeper.
Yeah, I don't think so. I have some actual training to do.
Dude, what you're doing is weight training right now, picking up and moving those cabinets and stuff to clean.
Oh, come to think of it, I have a date myself. The fella I'm seeing has quite a charming face, rich family, and I assume a tolerable personality.
You're going to be very disappointed.
Don't you get tired of spending time with all these guys who have tolerable personalities?
Oh, it gets tedious at times. You must listen to them talk, for one thing. But it's important for my future.
That's how I see my training. I guess it's pretty much the same thing.
I don't know if that's a comparison you really want to make.
Why not? Seems about right to me. Sure, I'm a noble, but I'm also a second son. I don't have anything coming to me. Why do you think I'm always training so much? I need to prove myself on the battlefield if I plan on making it anywhere in this world.
Not always true, but it's always good to have a plan like that.
I know you don't have noble status or wealth, so you're putting in the effort to marry well, right? See? Pretty much the same thing.
I suppose. It would be nice if everyone saw it that way.
Yep.
Well then, Caspar, I need to get ready for my date. But shall we both agree to work hard for our futures?
Absolutely. I just hope our efforts are worth it.
They will be, especially with Byleth as a teacher. And so many supports. Let's just finish off Dorothea with Linhardt here.
I do believe a nap is in order.
Ah, this is lovely. Just feel that breeze.
So it looks like Linhardt found a good place to nap.
Dorothea, whatever are you doing here?
I was thinking of relaxing here, but it looks as if someone else is lounging in my spot already. Taking a nap in public like this? Really, Lynn. The nobles look down on such behavior.
You do know I am of noble birth.
Well, every time I listen to Linhardt, he kind of wants to make me sleep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just teasing. You never do act very noble, though. Why is that?
Each person must follow their own way. This is how I prefer to live.
That is really good advice.
Even if some of the more pretentious nobles like to poke fun at my ways.
Doesn't that bother you? I mean, really? It doesn't hurt your pride or anything?
Linhardt isn't a very prideful person.
What use is pride? It doesn't feed nor clothe you. It offers no warmth on a cold night.
First time I've heard a noble say something like that.
Well, most nobles are... oh, what is the polite way to say it? Fools. Yes, they are fools. As for myself, my father is the Minister of Domestic Affairs, and he has pride enough for the both of us.
Wow, that's telling you something there.
For example, did you know he and the Minister of Military Affairs cannot get along, although they value each other greatly? His pride gets in the way, so he can't make amends. That is why there was discord between civil ministers and military officers in the Empire.
And Linhardt learned a very good lesson from that.
And so pride serves no good purpose in politics either. So tell me, what use is it?
I wonder if bad blood between civil and military leaders is somewhat unavoidable.
It shouldn't be, but the other thing is, if you have pride, at least have pride in some of your accomplishments accomplishments or stuff you've helped others do. There is a place for pride, but not to be overbearing like he's talking about his father.
The Minister of Domestic Affairs is in charge of all civil officials, so if they just give in easily, their subordinates would lose respect, right? I get the feeling that if your pride isn't equal to the responsibility you bear, then you aren't fit to lead.
Sometimes the pride gets in the way of your responsibility.
Also, I happen to think pride can be quite charming.
And how necessary is charm? It just gets in the way of living your life.
If you lack charm, nobody will give you a second glance.
Right, which means more time for napping.
Lynn, you can't really believe what you're saying, can you?
Yes, he can. Okay, so let's see what I have left. 3 Cyril, 4 Catherine, 4 Shamir. Oh good, we'll just finish this off with Manuela and Seteth.
Manuela, a moment?
Oh, hello, Seteth. I must apologize, but I'm quite busy. Perhaps we could talk another time?
I have already confirmed that you have no urgent business. I would like to hear your explanation now.
Oh, what's going
My
on?
Explanation? For what?
Allow me to be more specific. Where were you, and what were you doing last night?
Oh, my
Oh.
dear Seteth. You must relax that worried brow. Those forehead creases will ruin your beauty.
Just answer the question, please.
What beauty. He always looks
What
nice.
question is that? The one you already know the answer to? Last night I had a bit of fun and a bit of drink. Less of one and more of the other, sure, but...
Drunken shenanigans probably ensued.
How much you drink is not my concern. But you are an adult who is tasked with the supervision of children. You should not be causing trouble for the students. It is unacceptable for you to expose them to your disgraceful behavior. Even more so to impose upon them the labor of cleaning up your mess.
Wow, good on you, Seteth.
Oh, don't oversell it. All they did was walk with me back to my room.
From what I hear, you had to be carried.
Wow, she really has a drinking problem.
I'd like to think I'd remember that. If it happened, and it probably didn't, it's not as if I'm heavy. Nobody hurt themselves. Did they? Come on, Seteth. Loosen up.
No, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
If you're so worried about how I'll behave, why don't you join me for a drink sometime? I mean, I only get in trouble when I drink alone.
If it will help to improve your behavior, I would not object to accompanying you from now on.
Good. Seteth kind of needs some way to chill for a bit.
Well, that sounds just delicious. What are you doing tonight, around...
And of course, Manuela's trying to turn it into a date.
But first I will lecture you on all of the intricacies of proper behavior in the supervision of children. And until I am done, you will not drink a drop of alcohol.
Nice, Seteth, nice. Oh man, it was hard to hold back my laughter until he finished talking there.
If you agree to those conditions, I will join you. I will even drink with you. Alcohol has little effect on me.
So he'll drink her under the table.
That is just... You know, getting lectured by you is... Well, I think the word is torture. Yes, that's it. Torture. And I won't have it.
Well, then you should smarten up and stop drinking so much.
I'm going to go get a drink and try to forget this ever happened.
And we are back to step 1.
How is it that you imagine yourself the tortured one?
Now, I like that support there. Okay. Still have a lot to go. Oh, you know what? I'll fit in, let's see, Hilda here. So what I'll do is I'll fit in this Ignatz and Hilda just to get it out of the way. Oh, what's going on here? Okay.
Hey, Ignatz. Sorry to keep you waiting. Ready to start cleaning?
No, that's all right. Actually, I'm just finishing up.
Oh, it's true. Look how tidy everything is. You've done such a marvelous job. I'm glad I didn't get in your way.
Hilda, your laziness is going to get you into major trouble one day.
Thank you very much. So anyway, you can go now. You were talking to your friend, right? I just have some things to put away. It's okay, I can manage without you.
Oh, Ignatz, I thought I saw someone earlier. That was you, wasn't it? You know, I'd have been willing to help. You could have just said, hey, let's go and clean.
And that's Ignatz being a bit too much of a gentleman there.
It's all right, you were having a conversation. I didn't want to sneak up like I was eavesdropping, and really, I didn't need help.
Oh, Ignatz, you darling. You're so considerate. Thank you so very much.
Glad to be of service. I'll start putting all this away.
Not so fast.
Oh, Hilda?
What's the matter?
Aren't you overdoing it? Don't you think you might be taking on too much,
So Hilda doesn't do enough, and she tries to stop people from doing too much. Gonna be interesting.
Oh, I didn't expect to hear that from you.
Let me give you some advice. It's true that I like to delegate as many tasks as I possibly can,
So you don't have to do the work?
but when someone helps me, I make sure to lavish them with praise as a reward for their hard work.
Without helping them with the hard work.
So, then we come out even. On the other hand, look what almost happened just now. You did all that work for me, and I almost missed it. Now, where would that leave you?
With the job well done and without the, person standing in the way a bit?
With no praise, no thanks. You'd be losing out.
Other people would praise and thank him if they knew about it.
Personally, I'd prefer to lose out rather than inconvenience someone else. For instance, I'd have felt terrible for intruding on your important conversation earlier.
Yeah, so Ignatz is pretty kind.
Consider the negligible loss to me versus the major inconvenience to you. Personal loss is always going to be the better choice, right?
It's negligible for both of you.
Huh. Well, if that's how you feel, then I'm not sure how to convince you otherwise.
And done. Still have a lot more supports to go, so when we come back for the next episode, we'll finally try and finish them off, all those supports, even if I have to do a 40-minute video, maybe. We'll see how it goes. So this is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com. If you've liked the video, please share, subscribe, like, comment. Make sure you hit that notification bell button and turn notifications on to know when my next video comes out. Visit SomeDudePlays.com. And otherwise, remember, we are all legends, and have a great day, everyone.